When you say you ride for me, ride for me. When you say you die for me, die for me. Is that it for everything, everything? Ay, no matter whatever brings. Ay, ay. When you say you always down, always down. When you say you hold my crown, hold my crown. Is that it for everything? Ay, ay. No matter whatever brings. Oh, ay. Making foreign, I just got exported. Promise find the time just as soon as I get sorted. But I don't call you fams if you switch to you support it. My number out of service, man, this is a recording. Used to have to hustle on my wouldn't eat. It was days in the studio and nights in the street. It was late night Chinese 4-hour sleep. Then wake up on the couch, then rinse and repeat. I'm a weirdo and I'm chill, I'm a lover and a if you speaking, keep it real. Yeah, speaking dollar bills. Yeah, you speaking to the plug. Show me green, show me love. Show me friends from the jump. Who's still with me when I'm done? New riches. Hey, hey, and now my homies talking to new. Hey, hey, phone ringing, who is it? Hey, got no time, slow wine, move with it. Hey, hey, one more time. When you say you ride for me, ride for me. When you say you die for me, die for me. Is that it for everything, everything? No matter whatever brings. When you say you always down, always down. When you say you hold my crown, is that it for
the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The crowd is amped up, ready to get this season underway, as are we. Back with more in a minute. Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. John Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. So the Chicago Cubs find themselves as underdogs as the curtain rises on the season. Singy, what do you say in the clubhouse when a lot of folks are writing you off before the first pitch is even thrown?
You say forget all that, Boog. Block out the noise because the season is decided on the field, okay? So there's still talent on this roster, and if one or two players have big years, they could be right in the thick of the race.
That's a good point, Chris. Seems like every year we see at least one team unexpectedly make a run, and maybe this season they could be that team. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. just about ready to go. Our starter in this one, Marcus Stroman. What's the word on him?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Bryce Terang, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. And a pitch. And a big swing and a miss. That misses, and the count 1-2. Got him swinging.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
Digging in, Garrett Mitchell. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Stroman, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a slider, a splitter, a cutter, and he works in a 4-seamer. There's a strike. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
Strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a tapper. On the run, sends it over to first. Quick start to this afternoon's action. 2 gone. Here's the Brewers lineup put together by Craig Counsell. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and a guy is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Next pitch inside, and 1-1. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
The pitch. And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Brewers go down quietly. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Back after this on the show. Back here at the ballpark. And our starting pitcher here today, Corbin Burnes.
Yeah, Boog, when you're a teammate of a guy like this, you love when it's his turn to pitch. He's out there on the mound carrying himself with a ton of confidence. That gives other guys confidence that, hey, the other team's not going to score much. All we've got to do is have good at-bats, put up some runs, and we should be able to get a win. He's got some of the best stuff around the league. So if he's on, he has the ability to control the game, and guys aren't really going to get much to hit.
And he deals. Nico Horner stands in now and watches strike one. Ripped on a line. Makes a nice running catch. And there's one down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These guys have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Ian Happ up to hit. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Happ, a switch hitter, it can be challenging for guys at the big league level to maintain a good swing from both sides of the plate. Clearly, he's got more pop from the left side, but in 2022, the right side was respectable as well.
Now the 0-1. On a line, base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
And the batter now, Seiya Suzuki. Crushed in the air, left center field, way back there, no doubt about it. A 3-run homer, and they tack on 3. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And up to the plate comes Cody Bellinger. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Still only one out here in the inning. Foul ball there. Righty delivers. There's a swing and a drive. That one is back. And brings it in at the wall.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
So digging in, Patrick Wisdom. Chris, dig this. Patrick Ian Cashel Wisdom. His middle name is Ian Cashel. Ian, Gaelic/Scottish for John, named after his grandfather John at his dad's side. And then Cashel is a little village in Ireland where his mom's family is from.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And now it's Eric Hosmer. Base hit center field. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Yan Gomes. That one laced to center and a base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
Base is full, 2 gone. And next is a pitcher that can swing the bat a little bit. Marcus Stroman. In there, and it's 0-1. Base hit. To the plate, save. And they lead by 4.
With the bases juiced, he refused to get pull happy. He stayed within himself, drove the ball to center field. That'll get across the run.
Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 1 so far. In the air out towards right center. And that gets down into the gap. 1 run across, 2 runs are in.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. That's it for Corbin Burns. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Adrian Hauser.
And this is a really tough spot to come into as he tries to keep this one close. You almost have to forget about the guys in scoring position. They're not going anywhere. Focus on the hitter, getting that 1 out your team needs from you.
So 2 on with 2 away. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Singled and scored his first time. Right side. Taylor makes the catch, and that'll do it. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. It's the Cubs 6 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. New inning getting started. Willie Adames stands in. Stroman back to work. And that one missing low.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
Swing and a miss. Ed Drummond behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Maybe one of the most respected umpires around the league.
He's not the kind of umpire that you're likely to notice back there. And that can be a huge compliment, really. So if you're just kind of quietly doing your job, staying consistent with your calls, hitters, pitchers, managers, even fans, they're all going to appreciate you. Ed Drummond, he's that kind of umpire. Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Next offering misses, and the count's full. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And Luke Voit climbs in. And first offering is fouled off. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike three.
No, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's square around the bunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit, do something that just changes what's happening right now, because at this pace it's going to be a long game, so you got to figure it out quickly.
Jesse Winker stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. Next offering is down low, and the count is 2-2. And a pitch. And it's filled up.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Here's Luis Urias. Stroman throw to first. Winker back in standing. The next pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now 1-2. Winker leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. Brewers strand 1, still up against a 6-0 deficit. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. Here's a strike. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. And he's got a double.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. He had a big 3-run homer in his first trip. That one's in there, 0-1. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor moving under it. He's got it. And there's one down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
2 on with 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Patrick Wisdom. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
The throw, tag, and he's out.
Kind of a gamble right there. They're trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play possibility, but now 2 outs, and it gets a little tougher to drive in the run from third.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Comes up empty on the swing. 0-2 now.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And the righty deals. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. The pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. And here it comes. Swings through it for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. 1 left for the Cubs. They lead it, though, 6-0. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Gonna count 1-2. The pitch. Popped in the air, left side. And there's one down.
Batting up, the pitcher, number 37, Adrian Hauser.
And now the pitcher, Adrian Hauser. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. That one missed. And a count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Terang batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And the 0-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Gone in order are the Brewers. They still find themselves down 6-0. Welcome back. And now, Eric Hosmer. Hosmer, 33 years old, and he's a former All-Star Game MVP. The wind of the pitch. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, it takes so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So, man aboard. Next to hit, Yan Gomes. And he's already singled in this game. Liner, base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now Marcus Stroman. Line drive, base hit. Runner from third comes across, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Go ahead, Singy, say it. Helps his cause.
Helps his cause. Get that guy a jacket. He might be standing out there for a little while.
So the batting order turns over. So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner. 1 for 2. Base knock center field. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Dansby Swanson, this is a guy who kind of had a target on his back. #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt. People were expecting a whole lot, comparing him to Derek Jeter.
That one ripped. Oh, he botches it. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores. And it's an 8-run lead.
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Just missed. And the right-hander deals. Base hit and a run in to score. Runner held at third, and they'll be loaded again with nobody out.
This is unbelievable. That's now 6 consecutive hits by this lineup. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered in this game. That to right. Taylor moving under it. Puts the squeeze on it. Runner tagging from third. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and it's a double-digit lead as they're up by 10. So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Jansen Jung.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. In 2019, Cody Bellinger became the first Dodger player ever to collect the MVP, the Gold Glove, and the Silver Slugger in the same season. That one is hammered right field. This one's got a chance. Gone! Cody Bellinger blasts one out, and they add to the lead. It's 13-0.
Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Patrick Wisdom, the next Cub to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Patrick Wisdom circles the bases. His first homer of the year, and they tack on to their lead. It's 14-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Base is empty, one away. Here's Hosmer. And first offering is fouled off. Jung goes 6'1". He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Right-handed reliever. This one lifted in the air, left field. Could be extra bases. Now he turns and heads for second. In safely with a double, his second of the day. And at second with one away, Yan Gomes, the next Cub to hit. And that's in there for strike one. Gomes, a former All-Star, in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2009. Yan Gomes waits. Now a fly ball to right center. Out number 2.
Up next to the Cubs, no pitcher,
Marcus Stroman, the next Cub to hit. Now this is in the air down the line. Taylor grabs it on the run. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. 3 innings complete. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
You gotta save for a rainy day, 'cause it's always gonna be a rainy day.
And welcome back. Start of the 4th. Up now for Milwaukee, Garrett Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
Stroman back to work. That's a little bit low.
Well, these Brewers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Contreras in the box now. No balls and a strike. The Brewers still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes and 2 away now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames getting ready to hit. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Check swing, went around, 0-1. Two down, nobody on. Off the mark there. And the count even 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Adames started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Bring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Bottom 4, and now here is Nico Horner. Chris, it's always interesting to me to see a guy like Nico Horner, who wasn't drafted out of high school and then out of Stanford was a first-round pick. That's some serious growth as a player. The 1-0. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today. And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Out towards right center field. Taylor makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
It's a little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit. Trying to put the ball in the air.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
And that one fouled off. Horner, the runner at second with one away. Oh, and 2 as he waves at that one.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And a pitch. In the air, left side. Winker should have it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. He's already homered here in this one. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Just missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Now a screamer into the outfield. And a base hit. Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here's Cody Bellinger, 1 for 3. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Ball outside.
Well, these guys are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 guys now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now, that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
And the 1-0. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Makes the catch, inning over. Cubs strand a couple, but they're still on cruise control, 14-0. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Luke Voigt at the plate. The wide to kick the pitch. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Kicks and fires. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around according to Clyde Washington. Next one misses. Now 1-2.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
The 1-2. The punch out there, and he's down on strikes for the second time today.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
Winker now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. 0-1. Wouldn't chase that time. The Brewers hitless so far in the game. Swings and misses. And the count 1-2. The wind and the pitch. Got him swinging. 7 in a row by way of the K. Luis Urias up now for the Brewers. Struck out swinging his first time. And fouled off. Two outs. There's a swing and a miss.
Real ugly 0-1 swing right there. As a pitcher, got to be hunting for that strikeout. Keep him off balance. Send him back to the dugout.
That one not close. And it's 1-2. Up the middle. And it gets by him.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Good pitch, slider down and away, just stayed down and threw it nicely. It's such an easy pitch to pull off of because you're probably thinking fastball down the middle initially.
Now, Tyrone Taylor. First offering misses the mark. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Check swing, no appeal. And now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Right through there, got him. Down on strikes, and he knew it. Milwaukee leaves one, but this one's pretty much over. 14-0. Here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Patrick Wisdom. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now it's Eric Hosmer. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Aaron Ashby up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Nobody out. Runner at first. That one inside, and that's ball one. Just missed. There's a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals, and down on strikes he goes. One away.
I can't argue with that one, and clearly he was looking for something else, anything but the breaking ball. It's a great pitch to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a two-strike count, but sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
Gomes, the next to hit, takes ball one. The pitch. In the air out towards right center. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Everything came together for him. He obviously put a very nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap, but I'm pretty surprised he only ended up on first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe.
And now Marcus Stroman. Come back into the mound. And he can't come up with it. Throw to first for the out as the run comes in from third. New pitcher on here, Aaron Ashby.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
So the lineup flips over. Now here is Nico Horner. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. That one the other way. Throws to first, and that is the inning. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5. The Cubs lead this one 15-0. So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Christian Yelich.
Number 22.
Stroman back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger drifts towards it. And there's one away.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
This is Bryce Terang, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Terang measures 6 feet even, 23 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today he's starting at second base. And that one hit to first, and he takes it himself for the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 outs, base is empty. Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Swings through that.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
The next offering misses. And a count 2-1.
1 strike.
The pitch.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And a pitch. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubbies out in front 15-0. Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, Joel Payamps.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Now the number 2 hitter, Dansby Swanson. And a pitch. Ripped to third. Urias to first in time. And Swanson is set down.
The left fielder, number 8.
This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Ball 1, no strikes. Lined, and that's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way. And as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
That's off the plate.
That's outside. 1-0. Payamps, a righty that throws with power. He features a slider, a 4-seamer, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. The 1-0. Lifted in the air, right center field. Taylor moving under it. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Bellinger up to hit.
Boog, I had the chance to scout Cody Bellinger as a toddler. He used to come into the clubhouse after games there in Columbus, as his dad Clay was a catcher and a utility player on the team. And you could tell then that he had a pretty special swing.
On the ground, right side. Voit steps on the bag, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Cubs leave 1 as they can't add to their slim 15-0 lead. Back here at the friendly confines. All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, William
Contreras.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brad Boxberger.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. And strike 2. The 0-2. Good eye right there.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with, and there's just so much information in this day and age, sometimes too much information, but the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher working together.
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first, and that's going to be ruled a swing. And now the 0-1.
Ball, that's in.
Swings through that one.
2 strikes.
Gomes pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luke.
And it'll be Luke Voit to stand in. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him, gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
Here comes the 0-1. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
1-1.
And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. And he deals. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Start the bus. They're down 15-0. Back here at Wrigley Field, set for the last half of the 7th. At the plate, Patrick Wisdom. The pitch. Out to short. Now the throw to first on the run. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The first baseman.
So up next, Eric Hosmer. And there's the strike. Left-hand batter waits. That misses, and the count is 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up and puts the squeeze on it. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Jan.
Now it's Jan Gomes.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go no string ass on him. I'm from that bully where bullies were quick to spaz on him. That's me, homie. Fatigues on me.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And the inning continues with the pitcher's spot up next. Two outs, runner at first. And now here's the Cubs pitcher, Brad Boxberger. In there for strike one. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Edwin Rios. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. The 0-1. Next offering is outside. Gomes off of first with 2 away. And that one hammered. That's got a chance. Into the bleachers and gone. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 17-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dig. It's so tough to come in as a pinch hitter and have success. I mean, you really have to keep yourself locked into the game and ready at any time. So it's always impressive to me when someone jumps in there and hits it out. It's a huge lift for your ball club as well.
And here is Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Righty delivers to third. Urias. And the inning is over. Cubs had 2 on this homer. We look ahead to inning number 8. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Music make me smile. Some people call it rhythm and soul. I could never get enough of this kind of stuff, cause I think they call it rock and roll. But I say roll.
Adrian Sampson gets the ball now.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Here's Jesse Winker. A strikeout and a walk. The wind of the pitch. That misses the zone. Ball 1. And that's through there for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And the righty deals. And now 2-1. The pitch. That one just misses. Up the middle. And it gets by him.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Luis Urias up now for the Brewers. Move to first. Back standing. He's in there safely.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
That's a strike. The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Man at first. Next for the Brewers, Tyrone Taylor. Pickoff throw, and he's back in easily. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. That clips the corner. And it is 2-1. Now a fly ball to right center. Bellinger drifts towards it, but it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. That's out number 2. So now a pinch hitter, Rowdy Tellez. A runner on first with 2 gone for him.
Number 11, Rowdy Tellez.
Check on the runner, and he's back in standing. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Kicks and deals. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. On the ground right side. Horner over to first. And that is that. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. Cubs lead it 17-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Bush.
Number 21, Matt Bush.
Dansby Swanson digs in now.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff. But
Really coming into his own.
And the pitch is outside, ball one. Late swing fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One, two now. That's inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next pitch is inside, and that's ball three. Right-handed reliever on the ground. It's through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
So man aboard. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. In there, and it's 0-1. The pitch. And it's fouled away. And 1-2. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Bobby Milner up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. The 1-2. Ripped to third and caught.
The batter, the right fielder.
Seiya Suzuki will hit next. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swanson over at first with one away. Next pitch misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Kicks and fires. Out towards right center field. Taylor makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
The center fielder, number 24, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger now at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back there. Gone! A 2-run homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 19-0. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one. Well, he went up there, looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next for the Cubs, Patrick Wisdom. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Now 1-1.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Last chance coming up for the Brewers. Welcome back. Now it's the second baseman, Bryce Terang.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big.
Michael Fulmer comes on now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And here it comes. And there's the strike. Fulmer, a 6'3" righty, 225 pounds, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And the pitch.
That's a ball.
Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some guys.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that's the first out.
Hasn't been the debut he was hoping to have. 0 for 4 now, but I hope he's not letting it get to him. You know, there are a lot of high hopes for him, and I think he's going to get plenty of opportunities to make his name known at this level.
Mitchell in the box here, lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. Next pitch misses. It's 2-2. And the right-hander deals. Got it by him for the K.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
Well, this one ends in a blowout. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Couple wins, couple ills. Took a hit right up and failed. Now I got to just know how to flip it when I fail. Different when you listen to yourself. Not forgetting but forgiving. How you living is the wisdom in itself. Getting help. My attention and my callous never been in balance. It's a challenge when your talent come equipped with damage. Getting callous to what matters and you miss the pattern. How to manage a condition is the trick to catch it. How to handle what you giving is a different matter. Skip the magic. It don't happen overnight. You don't have to